This is X.
This is Z.
And we are going on another field trip. We decided we'll give Marvel another shot. So we are going in with low expectations.
Yeah.
To see Thunderbolts, which is the new movie out this weekend. So if you're watching this video later, you will know when we made this. But anyway, we're going to the matinee because it's cheaper. So if it stinks, we're like, well, we only lost that much money. Regardless, there is a scintilla of hope that this will be a decent movie based on the performances of the three main characters, which would be Yelena and the Red Giant, Red Soldier, Red...
I don't know. To be honest, I don't care too much because he didn't do anything. Like, I wanted him to be cool, but then he just really wasn't.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
So
that's the one I'm looking for.
You've got a special affinity for Bucky.
Well, it's like a good psychological journey, you know.
Ah.
So he went from a really nice guy to brainwash to learning how to cope with all of that, then coming to terms with what he did, you know? It's like a whole arc there.
That whole being a hired assassin thing kind of
does a lot to you.
Yeah, leaves a bit of a scar.
Yeah.
So this movie is set way past the prime of the Marvel Avengers universe, and I think the fact that they own up to that is a good sign. We'll see what they do. I'm not looking forward to Julia Louis-Dreyfus's character because she just seems like one of those blasé LA. We're supposed to like her because she's lazily sarcastic, but I don't. So we'll just kind of avoid her.
I don't even know who she is.
She was at the end of the Black Widow movie.
Oh, okay.
We'll see how it goes. Hope springs eternal. So we will give you the scoop after the movie and see what we can elicit
from it.
Glean. And we'll talk to you in a bit. Well, hey, we made it. We survived the parking lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people up right now, so easy to park. So yeah, we're going to go see Thunderbolts in an IMAX because if you're going to do an epic fail, it might as well be big. But
might as well be epic.
That's right.
That's dumb. That's really dumb. Why? Why would you do that?
This is a lightning bolt. This is a dead bolt.
Yeah.
This is a ad campaign that could use some work. Anyway, we'll see. We might be
pleasantly surprised or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
who knows?
All right. Later.
We watched the movie and it wasn't terrible.
No, it was surprisingly deep.
Yeah, if you've seen other videos from us before, you probably know that I really, really love psychology. So this
bit of a psychology nerd.
Yes. So I appreciated this a lot. I appreciated the work that they put into how he treated his darker self. It was actually really deep. Yeah. And I found interesting things about the rooms, was that each of them were their darkest places, obviously.
Right.
But with Bob, when he actually got people that were supporting him, his mind was fighting back. And the reason for that is a lot of people are afraid of getting hurt, you know? And so they will try to reject the help.
Right.
And it was interesting that they literally had to fight his mind to get to him.
Yeah.
And what else was there?
Well, what I enjoyed, I don't know if enjoy is the right word, what I appreciated was that it was tapping into, I think, what a lot of people deal with, which is pain and loneliness and isolation. And it really pressed into that. It talked about how everybody is kind of damaged.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to deal with it, and they're alone.
And they don't know how to deal with it alone.
And they don't know how to deal with it alone. And then what's that old hurt people? Yeah. And it wound up being kind of touching in a weird way.
Yeah.
I guess I think there's a lot of people these days out there who feel that lonely and feel that isolated and in pain, and it's weird that a superhero movie would like address that.
Yeah, I liked that they were like literally talking about community, like coming together in order to like build each other up and stuff like that. I was really interested in that. I remembered what I was going to say earlier.
Oh, all right. Okay, so let's get to a less loud part of the thing here, and then we'll see if we can do. Okay, there we go.
So the thing that I noticed was he also forgot. He had like a series of forgetfulness, right?
Yeah.
And so when he would forget,
my arm's hurting. Okay, there we go.
So when he would forget, that was another way of him like trying to protect himself. The mind will put up barriers in order for people to deal with what they are going through.
Yeah.
And so one of those things is forgetfulness. So even when he had gone through that healing phase, he forgot about it afterward. And immediately Elena recognized that he still needed to be surrounded by people, you know?
Yep.
And so that was a good change to see, like he can't be alone even when he does forget. It's like he's going to remember again.
Right.
And he still needs that support even when he forgets, because when he does remember, he's going to remember how he was treated.
Right.
So, I don't know, I found that really beautiful and interesting.
So yeah, it was unexpectedly good. You know, I think this is a place where a lot of people are right now. We've had so much trauma and so many difficult things that, you know, people have gone through that...
and alone.
And feeling alone, that, you know, people don't even think that they could connect with anyone, you know, that it would be every man for himself.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, you know, a bunch of people that are damaged coming together to not just to be a common goal, but also form a team, like that's healthy. That's good.
It is.
You know, I'm genuinely surprised that this. I'm just genuinely surprised that that they tapped into that, and that survived the edit, because I know there's 5 million people who give notes on this kind of thing, and they don't usually let something that deep or that poignant actually through. It's usually just popcorn stuff, but I'm really appreciative of it, I have to say.
I am too.
You know, I did not see that coming. I kind of expected like the ragtag group, but I didn't.
Yeah, I was expecting like Suicide Squad. That's what I was expecting. I didn't like Suicide Squad nearly as much as everyone else did. I'm sorry,
but it was kind of the antithesis of that. It was broken people who, I don't know, they're not judgmental of each other in a way, because everybody's been hurt and everyone has done wrong.
Yeah, and it's like they see everything that they did wrong and they still love them anyway.
Right. We would actually recommend this movie.
Yeah, it's actually a surprisingly good movie.
I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. It's in a good place.
It
is. It really sort of did a reset, but a reasonably good reset. What do you know? Yeah, so that's a good backdrop. We're doing this movie review in the theater, so, you know, people are passing by, and it's all
more natural, I guess.
But we have the Thunderbolts.
I felt bad for this person here. They just died.
Yeah,
like they didn't even
much,
like they're all in the promotional
stuff,
and then
that.
Just like, nope, you're
done with that character.
Gone. Bye.
But it's Marvel, so you don't have to stay dead, I suppose.
I guess that's true, but that was like that was pretty cool.
That was pretty shocking. Yeah, it's like you're done. Backing up a little bit. All right.
It's okay, Bob.
All right, so we can maybe do a little intro here and an extra outro. Intro, innie, outie? Is it a belly button? I'm not sure. So yes, this is the Thunderbolts. I thought Florence Pugh, who played Yelena, did a fantastic job. I've never seen that much depth in her before. She's always had kind of a sadness, but never anything where she's really facing it.
Yeah.
And that's what's the strength of this movie is characters.
It
They
is.
finally got back to characters.
Yeah, finally. Seriously, these people have a story and they actually told it.
That's where Marvel's at its best, is when it dealt with character.
Yeah,
DC
exactly.
had sort of icons and action and all of that, but Marvel always kind of excelled at character, and to see it
Yeah.
actually coming back to that instead of it
It
being,
wasn't just a team up.
right.
They enhanced each character by being together. You know, it wasn't just they are working together. Wow.
Right. And not everything worked, and they had problems, and they all had to deal with it. And
The bickering was fun.
yeah, but it wasn't horribly mean spirited. It was
Yeah.
more like
It's just you're a person, I'm a person.
right.
Yeah.
And so I'm really grateful to have seen this, especially with you. Just enjoyed it. So come for the superheroes, but leave with the psychology, I guess.
With a lesson with a heart.
Well, it just,
It's true though.
no, I think it's something people need to see.
Yeah.
And it might help them process their own,
Inner demons and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
I loved the psychological filmmaking aspect of it. It was almost like dreams.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you would go from room to room where people are dealing with their own personal trauma, but
Yeah.
and it would replay over and over again because you're really battling yourself in your own mind.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool to see that in something so mainstream. I'm
Yeah.
not used to that. I saw that in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and even some Nightmare on Elm Street movies, but I've never seen it actually done with such a canvas. So I'm really appreciative of it. Yeah, I'm digging it.
Surprisingly good.
Yeah, I'm digging it. So we enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy it too. And if you like our channel and enjoy it, then please like
Share.
and subscribe.
And if you want to, you can find our Patreon in the description and, maybe help us to make a good project of our own.
That's right. So enjoy. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.